Hello guys, welcome to today's stream. Hello Dilarafi, how are you? So happy some of you have already joined me. I'm going to continue this piece that I started yesterday, and hopefully I can, make the character stand out a lot better against the background. That's one of my main concerns with this painting at the moment, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Have you been making art today, Rafi? So we're just at the stage where we're doing some pencil work. I don't know why the camera's sort of spazzing out again. But yeah, we're just adding some pencil details at this stage. So hopefully, once all the pencil stuff's added in, the character's gonna be a lot more obvious against this background. If it's not, I'm gonna have to make some adjustments to the background, but I have a feeling it'll work out. Just trust the process, right? Trust the process. Usually that leads you to, a successful piece, so we'll see. We'll see if it works out for me in this case. I feel like once the shoes stand out, the whole thing is gonna really pop out. I'm not gonna struggle with seeing the character anymore, so might be a good idea to start with the shoes. I got kind of worried yesterday when I took a photo of this piece, and because of the way the camera takes a photo of something, it sort of adjusts the contrast, and what it did is it made all of the background elements just a lot more contrasted and a lot more textured, and it really didn't help me to see the character. So I felt like this piece that I had worked on all day yesterday, I suddenly wasn't as happy with. But all it was is, the camera messing with my piece, so I was really happy. Meowers, thank you so much for the follow. Please sit down and join our vampire tea party. We're very happy you're here. So yeah, I think it's gonna work out. I'm not too concerned at this point. Especially looking at it today, like, I can already tell that that contrast is there, the contrast I was worried about. So yeah, I'm not too worried. Whereabouts are you from, Meowers? Do tell me if I'm not saying your name correctly, because I'm not too sure I am. And if you want to correct me on that's fine. So we're just working on my piece that I did. I started this piece in 2019, and the piece was for the Joloween prompts. So I decided to do a little girl that's sort of hunting nightmares. So she hunts them, and then she tames them, and she makes them her pets. So these two are still in the phasing stage where they are, really bad and just out of control and everything. And these two have already been tamed, so they've become her pets. What even is that emote? It's crazy. Look at it. Is that a cat or is that an owl? I can't even tell. Looks like both. Alright. Well, it's definitely helping the piece stand out, adding all these little details. So that's really good. So one of her socks is sort of going all the way up and her other sock is like all the way down, so she's wearing some lopsided clothes. But hey, you can't be too choosy when you're going out in battle and, you know, facing little nightmares every day, so she's not too fussed. She doesn't care. Alright, I will quickly be right back, guys. It's so nice and warm in here. I cannot believe how much my space heater's working. I'm so happy. It's the not calm cat. Okay, okay. It's fine, your real name is Neil. You saw me in the Artist Takeover Discord, and you love the skull girl drawing I made. Well, thank you, thank you. I'm really excited for the takeover. So are you joining in the takeover, or are you just a viewer? You're about to die of boredom. Thank goodness for my streaming. Aw, Alama, I'm so happy you're here, and I'm glad that, you know, I can help you with your boredom. Are you gonna draw alongside with us, or are you just watching tonight? What time is it there? Isn't it like midnight or something? Or like really late already? I feel like it should be pretty late over there. Yeah, you're on the Sunday schedule. Okay, okay. I have not yet checked out everybody who's taken part. I really, you know what I want to do? I want to make like a list of everyone and just go down and like check them all out together. I've just been so busy. I feel so bad, like, I hadn't even gotten my picture, ready for the marketing thing, and I felt so bad. It's so much work to organize an event like this. So for those of you who don't know, I'm actually doing an extra stream this Sunday. So that's part of like an artist takeover where a bunch of different artists are going to be successively streaming and raiding each other, which is going to be a pretty fun event. And so yeah, I'm going to be doing an additional stream, I think around, I'll put it in my stream schedule, but I think it's going to be around 8:30 my time. So I'll probably be streaming a little bit earlier than that, just to make sure that, you know, I'm live before then. But yeah. It is 12 a.m. You don't know. You've just finished 2 big pieces this week. Your creativity is coming down. Coming down as in like taking a plummet for the worse, or what do you mean? But yeah, 2 big pieces sounds like you've been really, really productive though. I think you should be proud of that. It's so crazy though, like how much of your creativity gets sapped and how much energy that saps out of you. Like people don't realize that being creative, it seems effortless for artists, but it really does take a lot of energy and thought and everything. It really does. And like many times, you know, we're tempted to just go play a video game or, you know, just watch a TV show or something and chill out. And, you know, we're just like normal people too, but sometimes we're like, well, we want to be creative. We want to push what we can do, you know, and so we don't. And it's not that, you know, that could be a lot more relaxing at times, but yeah, it's just that, you know, if you wanna grow, well, then you have to put in the work as well. So yeah, you got to make those choices. And sometimes, you know, there are those days where you just don't have the energy for it, and that happens. Hello, Lightboard. How'd the rest of your stream go? You're just laying in bed right now. You hope today is going good. Well, that's great. That's great. Today's going well for me. I hope it went well for you too. Yeah, I just had... My dad was actually home today, so I wasn't home alone. And we had a nice lunch together, which was super awesome. Tomorrow, same story. Oh, you're doing another raid tomorrow? You're looking at Mab Gray's past proms trying to spark something. That would be awesome, Alamar. Are you going to be joining me on this year's prom list as well? Maybe you can join Cody Shibby's Ice Challenge. So we're all going to show off each other's work. Well, if I get to join that. I'm actually really busy because I have to start prepping for a show that I'm going to have in the States in September, I think. So I need to provide them with like 30 different prints and also need to do 2 prints of another artist's OCs. So yeah, that's going to keep me pretty busy. And but I'm really excited about that. You know, I'm really excited. People in the States will be able to buy my work, you know, personally. It's a public show, Lightboard. It's actually, so it's not going to be a massive art show. It's more like it's like a toy developer, but they also sell like a lot of artist prints as well. I'm not yet sure on the location, but I will be tweeting it definitely and also sharing it on in Instagram. So if you guys happen to be close to there, you can always go look at everything in person. The artist I'll be collaborating with is Pickled Circus, so I have to draw 2 pieces of his and he's going to sculpt 2 pieces of mine. So that'll be pretty cool. So if you guys want to, you know, snag one of my 3D pieces, that'll be the place to go. I don't know yet. Hang on, let me have a look if that's sort of confirmed. Actually, it might be easier on my phone. I'm not entirely sure on the location yet. I'm not going to be traveling there, so it's just going to be done completely remotely, which is pretty cool. So yeah, let me have a look. So one of the pieces they want to illustrate is my hang on, that doesn't have an address, is my little alien in a cot. And the other one's like my mermaid in a jar. So we'll see. So they currently have another show on. It's really hard to say. So the site is martiantoys.com. But yeah, I haven't started promoting this, so I don't yet know where they are locating the show. And they don't really have any address on their site. So I'll need to confirm this, but I am going to be posting that on Twitter and also announcing it on my Discord and Instagram account. So if you guys want to keep up with that, and if you happen to be close by, well, that's great for you because you'll actually get to see my stuff in person. No, I'm not going to be there in person, Lightboard, unfortunately. It's just, I can't afford going to the States right now. It's way too expensive. But yeah, no, if you happen to be close by, do try and go because that way you will get to actually, see the other artists sculpting my works. And, well, you won't see him actually doing it, but you'll see sculpted pieces of my work that he's done. And so his name is Pickled Circus. I can actually link to his Instagram. You guys probably will like his work too because if you love my work, his work is pretty similar. So I reckon you'll love his work too. So let me... Oh, you do love his work. Awesome. Hang on. Alright. Why did that not create a link? There we go. So that's his Instagram account. He does like very similar illustrations to mine, but just, a different style. And he also does sculptures of his own work and, other famous characters. So it'll be cool. It'll be exciting. I can't wait. So yeah. But hey, you never know. When I get more famous, maybe in the future I can travel to the States and actually do a show over there. That would be super awesome if I could. I need to get the original drawing so I can sort of see. There we go. So definitely there is enough contrast between the background. I don't know what I was going on about last night, but I was just getting worried, that the background was too detailed and you won't be able to see much. But yeah, I would definitely love to do a show in the States and like actually go. That would be so much fun. Heaps fun. Have you guys ever gone to other artists' shows before? Like, attended them, bought their stuff there? Only ones I've seen are local shows, and generally they're not like artists that I personally like know or have followed. So they're just, local artists, and I just think it would be awesome if I could actually get to go and see some of my favorite artists' work, like actually in person and like attend a show with like fellow fans. You've never been to a show? Okay. Would you like to go? You've been to auctions where the artists are there or featured. That is so cool. Hello, Jason. So what kind of, like, do you remember some of the artists that were there, Lightboard? This little chomper is definitely really, really enjoying himself. Your audio is messed up. No worries. Well, you go fix that. We're not going anywhere, so you just take your time. If only real nightmares were this cute, right? Wouldn't we just all love them? You're back. Welcome back, Jason. How's your day been? You're not alone, Seal Buddy. Your audio's messed up as well. Well, hello, Thento. Thento, that seal is so cute. I love him. Like, he looks sad though. Like, I tried to Google and find out what happened to him. Like, is he scared or trapped? Like, can he not get back to the ocean or something? But I couldn't find anything. I just want to know that he's okay, you know? That, you know, he's happy and taken care of. But yeah, I need to have some leg and fish, right? Leg and fish for my next breakfast. There wasn't any this morning, so unfortunately, I couldn't have seal delicacy this morning. You're having issues with Neka's mic. Is it the audio bad for everyone, or is it just like just some of you? Because it could be me. Are you sure it's you guys? Does the mic sound bad for all of you? It's clipping at times. Okay, that's weird. I don't know why that would happen. Okay, let me try and just switch it over to something else and then switch it back. Is it still bad for you guys, or how is it right now? It's better now. It gets choppy for a moment, but it's fine now. Okay, that's good. I didn't change anything, so right now it seems okay. Good, good. Let's hope it stays that way. It's a little better, Seal Buddy. Well, thank you, Thunder. How has your day been? I hope you've been well. You have a feeling something else was running, maybe causing the clipping or capture? Okay, so it's not still happening? Cass, thank you for subbing to my YouTube. Really, really appreciate that. Hello, Jinberry. I'm glad you like my work, thank you. No, it's clear right now. Oh, that's awesome, that's awesome. Yeah, it's weird, like, I don't know. I didn't have anything that I closed. All I did was switch from my Yeti mic to my Streamcam mic and then switch back, and seemingly that fixed things, so that's good. It really sucks that I can't really hear what you guys are hearing a lot of the time. Like, it makes it hard because, well then, I don't know if stuff doesn't sound good. Strangely enough, ever since the past week, I feel like Streamlabs had a recent update, and ever since the past week, we have not had a single crash again. Like, I know you guys remember how often we used to have crashes. Like, usually, like, it got to a point where it was every stream. Especially, like, whenever, like, we ended the stream, it would crash. It was so bad. And it hasn't been happening recently. So, I don't know. I feel like that's something that Streamlabs just fixed in their software because I did not change anything. I'm just so happy that that's fixed. No, it's, you run with your iPad headphones for audio sampling. That's a good idea. That's actually a great idea. Thank you for the follow, Jinberry. Really appreciate that. Please introduce yourself, sit down and join our Vampire Tea Party. We're very happy to have you here. And thank you too for the follow, Rangart. Same to you, same to you. Introduce yourself. Also, if you guys are new here, we do have a Discord, so if you would like to, you know, join our Discord, then you can keep up with us. We all love to share our art there and just keep up with each other, like over weekends and whatnot. It's real fun. We've got like a great tight-knit little community here, so feel free to join us. You're an artist yourself, you're just looking for fellow artists to follow, and you love traditional art. That is so rare on Twitch, isn't it? I know. Wolfcast, thank you for the follow. Please feel free to, you know, introduce yourself. You're loving the surreal dark fantasy vibe. Thank you. What kind of art do you make? I would love to see. If you want to post some of that in the Discord, I would love to see. Are you familiar with pop surrealist art? I feel like if you love my work, you probably either are already familiar with it, or, you know, you've been missing out on something amazing that you'd be really into. Mike, thank you so much for the follow. Oh my goodness. Mike, thank you for raiding us. 68 people. Wow. Oh my goodness. I don't think we've got a mod, so I'm just gonna have to do a manual shout out for you. Oh dear. There we go. Let's hope this works. Guys, please, please, please go check out Mike May's art. He just gave us a follow, and it looks like he's doing really cool work from the looks of this. So this is unfortunately just a clip of one part of his stream, but yeah, guys, you've got to check him out. Look at this work. I need a follow. I really need a follow. This stops lagging. I'm gonna give that a follow. Cromira, thank you so much for the follow as well. You need to stop your stream. Is yours still running? That happens to me too. Like sometimes I raid and then I forget to like end my live stream. It happens all the time. I have never seen your stream before, Mike. I am so interested now. I hope it's not lagging for you guys because on my end everything is so laggy. Let me have a look. I don't follow your stream. How do I not follow? Just gotta mute myself. No, I do follow. I do follow. I just never see you live. Oh, hang on. I was on your stream yesterday for like a short while. Yeah. Because you were working on that really detailed, very small pencil drawing. Yeah. Guys, you gotta check out Mike's work. He's got an amazing style. Definitely check it out. And everybody who just followed, thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate that. So kind of you guys. If you would like to introduce yourselves, please feel free, go ahead. You weren't crazy, you totally remember my name. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I was on your stream yesterday and I think it was one of the first times that I caught you live. And I was super excited, but then I had to go do something and I was like, oh no. First time I see you live and I don't even get to stick around. But yeah, thank you so much for raiding. I really, really do appreciate that. Thank you for the follow, Danielle. And guys, if you would like to join our Discord, please do so. We always welcome new people sharing their work with us and yeah, just collaborating on some art ideas and whatnot. So very welcome to. Just coming from Chromeira's and Mike's stream. I've been to Chromeira's stream before. She's got such awesome stuff. Hello there. So today we are just working on, hang on, this has stopped working for you guys, hasn't it? I think my camera just died. Hang on guys. I'm gonna try and fix my camera because I think my art cam just completely died on us. So what were you working on today, Mike? There we go. Much better. So this is a piece that I did in around 2019 and basically it was a prompt for Drawloween. So if you guys are familiar with Mab Graves' Drawloween prompts, I join them pretty much every Halloween and they're heaps fun. So this one was called, I think the prompt was Huntress, and I decided to draw a nightmare huntress. So what she does is she goes and finds these little nightmares and she tames them and then turns them into her pets. So these two are still in phasing stage, which is why you can see them sort of, you know, their eyes are all wide. They look so creepy. But yeah. And these two on the right hand side have already been tamed. So they're friendly. They're still drooling all over the place, but you know. How tame can you get a nightmare? I mean, you do what you can, right? You do what you can. How Mockery, you're back! Hello! You were working with Egg Tempera on a random piece, which is becoming a robot. I have never worked with Egg Tempera. I have got to watch that VOD, because, like, I'm curious now. So what is that process? And what's the point of, like, working with Egg Tempera? Is it to get, like, a crackled effect or something? Marcel, thank you so much for the follow! So yeah, hopefully today I can finish this piece. We did most of the work yesterday, so I feel like we're in a pretty good spot to actually, you know, finish up today. And once I get to the little, like, gouache highlights and everything, it's gonna come to life so much more than it already is. I can't wait. That's always my favorite part, like, the pencil bits and, you know, the gouache highlights. I love those bits. Smiles per hour, thank you for the follow. Sit down and join our vampire tea party. Yeah, you're loving this. Oh, thank you. They're creepy but cute. You'd hug them. Oh my gosh. You'd get drool all over you if you hugged them. I'm gonna paint over this. I've already done the painting. So what I mean by painting over this is I'm just gonna add tiny little highlights with white gouache, just to lift certain areas that I feel need a little something. I'll show you what I've done with previous pieces. Probably make a lot more sense when you see that. Pazu, thank you so much for the follow. Please introduce yourself. So yeah, this is one of my other pieces. This is Abigail, and basically she was told that if she watered her own grave every day, that she would come back to life. But what she didn't know is it only meant that the garden and the birds and the animals would start living inside of her. So, but yeah, the gouache highlights are basically things like the little areas on her knees. I've added like little white gouache highlights. Tiny areas on, you know, her bones, and as you can see over here, there's some gouache highlights added to her head as well. It's probably a lot more obvious in some pieces, especially like this one. This is my little vampire girl, and there's some gouache highlights added onto her hair, so I'm probably going to be doing a similar thing with her hair in the end, just to make the hair sort of stand out a lot. But yeah, these are some of my older pieces. Every year I do a Christmas piece, and this year I did two cute little piglets snuggling together. They're really cute. This is gorgeous. Thank you, Jinberry. You've only worked with egg tempera once before. It vastly outlives oil painting. Ancient Egyptians, for example, used it, and the art has survived well to this day. Mostly, you love how you can get incredible textures with it and super detail. It dries almost instantly, and you make it by mixing equal parts egg yolk and water, and then add raw pigment to the taste. That is so interesting. Is it a lot different to work with than oils are? Like, is it more like acrylics, or more like, how does it dry quickly, or how do you feel like it differs? The pencil textures make it look so soft. Thank you. The pencil textures are actually my favorite part, to be honest. Hello, Pazu. That's so sad. Oh my gosh. It's sad but also happy. She actually ended up preferring living like that eventually. Thank you, Marcel. This illustration is awesome, Neka. Thank you. So these two are actually, basically, she likes him and he's stuck in his hole. He doesn't really want to come out, and so, she decided, you know, she's gonna take the little romance in her own hands and just pull him out of his hole and show him what life can be if they could be together. So he's yet to find out, you know, because he's sort of stuck in his own mind. But you'll see, you know, it'll work out. This one didn't really have gouache highlights. This one is just watercolor. This one is done on Bristol paper, so it's super, super smooth. It's not the greatest paper for watercolor, but I was trying something. So this is basically Phoebe and Poogie, and they're two of my OC characters. So Phoebe is a little witch, but the only spell she can do is to make Poogie appear. So Poogie is sort of a magical piglet that she can make appear whenever she wants to. And this day, she was able to make Poogie fly. So she was really proud of herself for, you know, progressing with her spells. But this has some gouache highlights on her nose, some gouache highlights on the hat as well, and just a couple of different areas, like over here on her dress there's some gouache highlights added. And this one over here is just another OC of mine, a little dinosaur girl. And he's not too happy. He wants to be a ferocious dinosaur, but she's treating him like a house cat and put a ribbon on him and everything. So he's not too happy about that, unfortunately. But yeah, again, gouache highlights have been added to like his tail, his teeth, his eyes. So it's really helpful. You're definitely loving that pencil and color combo. Thank you. Hippie girl, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate that. It has a timeless feel. Well, I'm glad. Oh, it's got its own rules. So did you struggle to like get used to it? You know what's the rules? Artists who are better than you. I don't believe that there's such a thing as like artists really like competing with each other. I feel like we've all got our own style, and you know, you owe it to the world to share your voice and your personality. So don't ever compare yourself to other artists. Just always like put yourself out there, because you'll do the world a disservice if you don't share your voice. Egg tempera is cohesive but not adhesive. So it sticks to itself and not to the substrate. You have to paint on a non-flexible surfaces, so it's popular on furniture, walls, sculpture, etc. It can be a mess if you try to fiddle with it after you put the color down. Once it's down, it wants to dry and not stick to the board, so you can get ugly patches that come off, but once it sets, it's like porcelain. Oh my goodness, that is really cool. No worries, Jinberry. I love sharing things. If you love the stories I make for my illustrations, you yourself try to make stories for anything you draw, because you wouldn't finish it if you don't make one up. Well, I feel like it helps an artist relate to their own work. Like, you know, and for me, like these characters are alive, and, you know, I feel like my job as an artist is bringing them out of my head and putting them in the real world, and the way that they live here is through art, you know? So they're real characters. Oh, Graham, thank you. I'm glad I'm positive to you. You agree, only you can create the art you imagine. Exactly. It's like, yeah, it's such a personal thing. No competition, you can't do what the other wonderful people have been doing. Yeah, but you can do your own thing. Anyway, yeah, it's a bit tricky. Egg tempera, but if you respect it, it can be amazing. I feel like it's real hard. Like, if you can't touch it once it's been set down, that means you can't layer anything. That would be so hard. I have got to watch this VOD. So basically this is what's her name again? I forgot her name, but basically she's Nurse from Silent Hill. She's also the character in Dead by Daylight. For some reason, when my hands aren't in the picture, this one just doesn't show you all the beautiful lines. But yeah, this is a really creepy character. So I've added some blood, so basically she's like a kind of serial killer, but she's not really alive anymore, I suppose. Lots of more highlights in pretty much all of those, which is part of what I'm going to do in this one eventually. So we'll see how it turns out. Looks like the mods don't want your seal fact. Hang on, what happened? I don't think we saw any seal fact that you posted, Sando. I can't see any seal fact. If you want to try and share it again, that would be cool. You didn't explain it well. It dries super fast. You can paint layers almost instantly, but if you mess with an area before it's dry, that's when it's a mess. Okay. So once it's dry, can you then go and like add additional layers on top? You can paint tiny brush strokes, so you can do tiny portraits. That is so cool. So why are you drawn to egg tempera? Is it just because of the longevity? Is that something that bothers you as an artist? wanting your pieces to survive the ages. Basically, you do a series of small hatching strokes, creating a web. Well, that is so cool. That is super cool. Your message wasn't posted due to issues with channel moderation settings. Well, I don't know. Why would it block a seal message, you know? No, you mostly love the texture and detail you get. Okay, so it's more than with whales? You guess you can't enlighten me with your seal fact. Well, go post it in Discord. Go post it there. Books and Phonics, hello, your studio is so beautiful. What you posted in Discord. It's so lovely. Famous egg tempera painter was Andrew Wyeth? I don't know him. It's been sealed forever, you could say. That's true, that's true. Ilfa, hello, how are you doing? Like this one, very cool and creepy. Well, I do try to get my work looking cool and creepy, you know? That is the whole point. That is what I tend to go for. Like, most of my art is sort of a fairy tale macabre style, I guess. And yeah. Really cool that way. I love pop surrealist art. And I love macabre style art as well. How about you guys? What would you say is your favorite style of art? If you have any? Is that something you guys have thought about before? You get it, the specific word is censored. Seal fact. Waimanu is the world's largest monk seal at over 1,000 pounds. She is considered the queen of thick and looks like a living pancake. Oh dear, oh dear. That is so cool. That is so cool. I need to see her. You need to share some pictures of her in the Discord. I need more seal, I really do. Andrew Wyeth was an artist. People like Stephen King and Charles Schultz regarded him like a rock star. Okay. You love James John's art and Audrey Kawasaki back in your uni days. I love those. I love those. James John is just like next level, you know, like completely next level. He's also like just like, I mean, he's currently building architecture with people, like collaborating with architects to build his own, little like igloo shaped things, and the murals he does, and like the prints, he puts gold foiling in his prints. It's crazy. It is so cool. And well, Audrey Kawasaki, have you recently seen the little postcard sets that she brought out? The wooden ones? They're beautiful. They were so limited, but like, so beautiful. Just makes you want to like aspire to more as an artist, I guess. It does for me. It does for me. Well, I am going to try and fix up a little something that I feel is not quite working. So we'll see what I can do about that. She's a whole lot of seal. Sounds like it. Sounds like it. I have to see her. More like a giant water balloon. Yeah, that sounds true. That sounds true. Imagine hugging her or like just like plopping on top of her and like wrapping your arms around her. That would be so cool. Okay, to post a link to a wife piece, you promise you won't continue to derail the stream. No, don't feel bad. There's no such thing as derailing the stream. It's all art related, right? So, go ahead. Also, Mike, if you would like to share your socials, like drop a link to your Instagram, drop a link to your Twitch, wherever you want to, spam us away with like your socials, because I don't think I follow you on Instagram. So I would love to. It inspires you to just seek your own style and identity as an artist and just try stuff out. Exactly, Jinberry. And I feel like for a long time, if you're, and like even artists that already have their own style still keep doing that, like still keep honing their style in and like figuring out, well, what it is. Like I recently made a blog post on my website, and I also shared it in my newsletter, where basically, you know, as an artist, you're constantly dealing with like trying to hone in your style, constantly trying to, you know, understand what it's about. Okay, let me have a look. It's vivid, vibrant colors, and also darker tenebrism. Oh my goodness. Wow. Mike, this is stunning. This is so real. This is something that, I don't know, like, it's so real, but you can see that it's a painting because there's just something that, it's almost like there's added texture, there's added life. And you notice like every strand of hair, every little imperfection in its own beauty. This is incredible work. Wow. Guys, you definitely got to check that out. That is crazy beautiful. Those sweater threads, why? Are you meaning these? Or are you meaning... My character's not exactly wearing a sweater, so I'm guessing you're referring to mine. You had an illustration professor who knew a member of the Wyeth clan in college. He said they were all weird. I bet. Some of the most amazing artists are so weird. Because like, you know, as an artist, you know, you're living with a lot of emotion, a lot of creativity in your head that just wants to get unleashed, and it takes a lot to control all of that, and you know, eventually gets to you. Not necessarily in a bad way, I feel, but like most artists, you know, get kind of caught up in their own heads and aren't pretty normal anymore, so. One sees the world somewhat differently as well. Exactly, yeah. I mean, you're not... I don't know, like, every artist obviously sees the world differently. And I feel like artists are very non-judgmental people. Like, we can be so different as artists, you know, and still so connected because we don't really care about the little things that makes us different in the same way as the rest of society does. At least that's the way I feel about it. You mean Tillian is weird, but then again, that might be because of his tooth gap. Tooth gaps can be so beautiful though. Like, I have drawn so many of my characters with tooth gaps just because they're so cute. So, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, adding tooth gaps sometimes is the best thing ever. Yeah, he was incredible. The museum that features his work by his studio, where his super famous artist dad, N.C. Wyeth, famously illustrated Treasure Island, among other amazing works, and he lived, is only about 80 minutes from your house. Wow, Mike, that's crazy. Small world, hey? Very awesome, Mike. Love that style. You were recently discussing black and white graphite art and whether it would be appreciated a lot by people with color blindness. You never thought of it that way though, and it made you laugh. Well, I feel like black and white art is something that can be appreciated by people not only who are colorblind, you know. I feel like everybody can appreciate that. You know, there's a lot of beauty in contrast and those kinds of things. So I don't feel like it's reserved for people who are colorblind at all. You are horribly logic minded, so you really enjoy seeing creative minds at work. That's why you enjoy being here the most. Like bored. You know how much some of us creative minded people envy you guys who are logic minded? Um, like my boyfriend's very logic minded and I'm not, and sometimes the way he can pave through a problem, you know, where my mind just goes in like a string of directions whereas his is sort of like step one, step two, step three. And sometimes I envy that. You know, sometimes I get so flustered in trying to solve a problem because of the way my mind works, and I feel like it's really valuable to have people who are logic minded and think that way, you know, to just live alongside you guys. For us creative minds, it's really helpful. You mean you think weirdness is a valuable quality? Hang on, sorry, the chat just moved up. Quality in people, but let's call the wires something like Grey Gardens Weird. I don't know what Grey Gardens Weird refers to. But yeah, the youngest Wyeth is Jamie, the only living one. Also a great artist, wears pantaloons or something all the time and lives on an island on Wyeth's own. That sounds like the perfect life though. Lifo, thank you so much for the follow. Please introduce yourself. Sit down and join our vampire tea party. But yeah, the youngest, you agree, someone just mentioned it and you never thought of it like that. Well, yeah, that's so true, right? You had two fellow students that went on to drawing school with you that are artists and also tattoo artists. That is so cool. Uni friends can be the most like awesome lifelong art friends. I have two other uni friends who are also streamers. I'll do a shout out for them if you guys want to check them out. So one of my uni friends is Sarah, and the other is Smiley Henry. Smiley Iris Art. So basically, hang on, why did that shout out not work? I don't know, that did not work. Oh, that's because I spelled it wrong. There we go. So those are my two uni friends that have also taken to Twitch, and it's really, really awesome to be creating alongside them and streaming alongside them as well. Andrew seemed very normal though. He sold out his first show at 16 and his dad took him out of school, and he had a 70+ year art career, never leaving his hometown. So when you visit the museum, you see the area in everything he did. That is so cool. And lucky him that he never had to move, right? That is so awesome. Off to bed you go now that it is 1 a.m. Have a great rest of my stream. Well, you too, Lightboard, you too. And again, thank you so much again for all your support. I can't tell you how much it means, really, really means so incredibly much, especially recently. So, yeah, just sending you all my gratitude. Thank you. I hope you have a good night. Alright, let us try and re-add all these little details on her skirt. I don't think that's like a rip or something. Trying to figure it out. I don't remember what I did. And we've got a little smiley face over here in the corner. So she kind of draws on her skirt. She's obviously still a little kid, so, you know. Nobody taught her not to draw on her clothes, and hey, it's her creative outlet, so who's to stop her from it? Nice meeting me. You're off also. You're extra chatty tonight, so next time you'll be chill. No. We appreciate chatty over here, so don't feel bad. I really appreciate you showing me all that artwork, and yeah, if you can share some of your work in Discord, and actually, please, before you go, can you drop a link to your Instagram account? Because I don't know if I follow you on Instagram. And yeah, everybody else can follow you there as well. That would be awesome. You learnt a lot. So did I, Jinberry. Yeah, definitely. And that's the great thing, you know, about Twitch is there's so many, you know, so many people with different experiences coming on here, and, you know, we might be familiar with one thing, and then somebody comes on and they show us a whole new world of art that we weren't really familiar with, so cool. Oh, there we go, guys. Go give Mike May Art a follow on Instagram, and if you, I don't know, can you follow people on ArtStation? If you can, give him a follow over there as well. Done. Awesome work. Awesome work. I love this stuff. I love this guy grinning with like half his teeth falling out, and then these like different sized teeth. Oh my goodness, I love that piece so much. That is so crazy. You're amazing at doing like expressions and character designs. I love your work. It's incredible. Guys, you have to go give Mike May Art a follow. Please do. His work is so stunning. Oh, your daughter does art as well. I have to check that out. Let me go have a look. Concept art, exactly, yeah. Oh, your daughter's art is amazing. Wow, great job on her for getting to 99k followers on Instagram. This is amazing. Is that Audrey Hepburn? Yes. Oh my goodness. I could immediately tell. That is so good. Stunning work. So does she work as an artist as well? This is so cool. Well, I'm sorry, I shouldn't keep you up. Next time you're over, you have to tell me all about you and your daughter's art life, and yeah, I just want to hear more about it. Sorry if I've answered this before, but do I or have I ever dabbled in digital illustration or art? Yes, I have, Blilu. Hang on. I used to be a completely digital artist. Hang on, no, sorry, wrong link. I meant to share my... Sorry, the chat is sort of lagging. I meant to share this. I used to be a predominantly digital artist, actually, and most of my most of my art used to be like I started it digitally, and then I also finished it digitally, so it was completely fully digital process. But I think over the past 3 years I started doing more work traditionally. So if you check out my DeviantArt, you can see some of my older work, which is like an almost completely different style. And yeah, that's the kind of work I used to do. But I don't know, digital art started to bore me, I think, and it just wasn't for me anymore. I just started feeling like it's not really bringing me any more passion, or, you know, I'm not enjoying the process as much. So I started working traditionally, I guess 3 years ago now, completely. And yeah, it's been a great process for me ever since I've done that, because, well, most of my work that I do on here is on watercolor. But I'll show you guys a couple of my oil paintings. So this here is one of my oil paintings, and it is based off the idea that the little spider just keeps spinning and spinning around while she dances, and as he does that, he creates her fairy floss. So yeah, it's sort of like a bit of a conceptual piece. Quiet Gecko, thank you for raiding. Please, please, please share your Instagrams and socials. I'll do a shout out because I don't think I've got a mod on right now. But there you go. Guys, please go give Quiet Gecko a follow. She's so cool. You love that these all have stories. Yeah, I try to add a story to all my pieces. But yeah, this is one of my current finished oil paintings. I'm still gonna try and change some bits and pieces on her skirt. I'm not entirely happy with her skirt, but we're getting there. We're getting there. This is another oil painting. It's a lot smaller than that one. It's about the size of my hands, I guess. And this one is called Freaky Friends, and it'll only focus. Basically, she went out on Halloween and made these two friends, so the Grim Reaper and the Pumpkin Reaper. And this one is also done in oils. And I started this one in just grayscale and then started layering colors over it. So, yeah. And then we have my other painting called Welcome to Earth. And this one's about a little alien who came from like just outer space and then landed on Earth and made some woodland friends because she didn't really fit in anywhere. So you love seeing artists progress and watch their style change. Well, thank you, Blue. I love that too. I really do. And I feel like, yeah, my style has like made a massive shift from yeah, where I was with my traditional stuff to where it is now, for sure. Seal fact, around 10 million years ago, the world was a house of wolves. One pack stayed to the beaches, where they eventually lived entirely in the water. This is why seals exist today. That sounds incredibly true, Cinder. Incredibly true. I can totally see how that happened. Yeah, I just don't know how they became so fat, you know, like, how did they go from being scrawny wolves to being so plump and fat, you know? Was it all the leg and fibsh? She's so cool. You love that these all have stories. You feel the same about digital art. It's too close to work and there's a level of uniformity in the tools and doesn't really allow for unpredictable results. Yeah, Jinberry, that is exactly the way I felt. It was like, I felt too much like I was, I guess, working, especially because I was working as a graphic designer, and so I was already working things like Photoshop and stuff. So for me, working in, you know, on a tablet just felt like an extension of my day job, and so I didn't enjoy it as much. And yeah, as you said, like, you cannot get this in digital art. You just can't, you know? There's no way. The only thing you can do is like paint that traditionally, scan it in, and then layer it over your digital work. That is the only way you can achieve a result similar to this, but it's never going to be the same. And that's not saying that I don't have an appreciation for digital art. I really do, but you know, I guess for my own art, I just much prefer this. Micro raid, thank you so much for your micro raid, Quick Gecko. Do you want to share a link to your Instagram? You love that these all have stories. I got really nice colors in there. Thank you, Sendo. Thank you. You love the lighting? In which one? These were the lazy variety of wolves. They had infinite supply of fish. Okay, got it, got it. Guys, please go check out Quiet Gecko's Instagram account if you can spare some time. Doesn't look... Where's your art? I need to see more art. Do you have a link to some of your art that you'd like to share? Oh, because you're a music streamer, aren't you? No, you do animation. I'm pretty sure you do animation. The Alien and the previous one. Well, the Alien one I spent a lot of time on actually, so yeah. That one was intense. I kind of wish I'd sort of added... I still could probably add some like... Oops. Add some like drool going from like across his teeth. I feel like I can still do that. That would be super epic. I'm gonna do that. I'm just trying to do like stringy drool. Unemployment, thank you for the follow. Kishnobi, thank you so much for the resub with Prime. Really, really, really appreciate that. 3 months in a row. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate that. Melissa, how are you? Unemployment, if you would like to introduce yourself, tell us where you're from. We always love meeting new people here, so feel free to share. I need the ref. My own art. Using your own art as a ref. It's so helpful still. Like, I feel like once I start I always scan the drawing, and once I start the painting, it can get really difficult to remember where you lay down some lines and things, so it's really helpful to just have a reminder, you know. You're doing great, just practicing some digital coloring. Well, what are you coloring? 3 months already, time flies. Glad you stumbled across my stream all that time ago. Well, thank you, Kishnobi. Your 3 months of support has really meant a lot, so thank you. Yeah, haven't we been like great friends ever since? I feel like I've met so many of you guys recently, and this has been great, you know? I'm so glad I don't have teeth like him. Like, imagine if you have teeth like his, and you have a toothache. I don't want it. I do not want it. I don't think that that feels the best. You're from America in Louisiana. You're an artist too. I used to have gaming friends from Louisiana. Um, how are you today? And what kind of art do you make? You like my drawing style, very cute and creepy. Well, thank you. Hello, Darkest! How are you this morning? You're up early? Or are you still like, did you not go to sleep? You're loving the floating critters. Thank you, Kishnobi. These are the little nightmares, and so this guy on the left and this little guy chomping her leg are still in like the phasing stage. So that's why their eyes are completely white. And these two are still like, they've been tamed already. So they're friendly, they're friendly. Alien Wizardess, thank you so much for the follow. Colouring a scan from this colouring book by Selena Fennick. It's a pretty queen surrounded by dragons. That is so cool. Willow has been sick the last few days. Your body decided to take it over from her and become kind of sick. Barely slept, the walls became boring to look at, so you'd rather turn on me to keep you company. Oh no, Darkest! That is horrible! I'm so sorry to hear that. Is Willow doing a little bit better now, or...? I hope it's not COVID. Alien Wizardess, I love your name, and if you would like to introduce yourself, please go ahead, tell us where you're from. Always love meeting new people on here. By the way, you went grocery shopping the other day and brought some halloumi cheese, so thank you. Well, I'm glad I inspired you to make a nice meal. Did you already eat it? I envy you. Yeah, she is. It's luckily not COVID. Very happy you did a test. Well, that's good. The only thing to be aware of though is, you can't always trust the test. So if you do go and get a test and you still feel like you're getting a ton worse, like make sure you go get tested again, or like you get help, because some people have actually gotten tested and they tested negative for COVID, and then they got worse and they actually passed away because they did have COVID in the end. They just tested negative. Hello Troll, how are you? If you have a picture book in the works, please let us know. My style really suits it. Feel like you can't keep looking at my work and see more things that tell a story. Well, I'm starting my first one. Hang on, I didn't type the first thing. So I'm starting a book on Humpty Dumpty, and basically it's a children's storybook that I will eventually have available in my store, and I can show you one spread of it. But yeah, eventually I'm going to do illustrations of my own characters. At the moment though, I just want to try and get a consistent style going. You know, with one book, it's so time intensive, so these are huge. So basically, these are my illustrations on Humpty, and this is a sort of series where he's falling. So you can see him going through all the motions. But yeah, that's page 3, I think. And then these are so big, it's so hard to show you guys. This is a page where Humpty is basically falling over. So Mrs. Spider has just come to say hello, and Humpty is real freaked out, and that's how he ends up falling off the wall. So I've kind of incorporated a couple of nursery rhyme characters, you know, like the Incy Wincy Spider, people call her Miss Muffet. But yeah, on the right hand side, I'm gonna have all the text of the page. So yeah, this is the large project I'm working on that'll hopefully, you know, get to finish soon. And one of the other pages, I'll just extend this a little, sorry, I can leave that there. This is one of the pages we're currently working on. So we've got the king's horses and a couple of animals, and then we're starting the king's men. But yeah, that one's still a work in progress. Put that one over there as well. And then we've done this one, which I'm running out of space here. This one has Humpty sort of broken into two. So when you open the page up, you'll be actively, you know, breaking Humpty into 2 pieces. So yeah, lots of pencil work. These are going to be a watercolor painting eventually, and thanks to you guys' donations, especially Lightboard's recent donations on my Patreon account, I've been able to order the paper that I need for this piece, so I'm really endlessly grateful to you guys. Thank you so much for that. And this one I recently posted on Instagram. This one is the first page where we're just introducing Humpty. He's waving to the girl, and if you guys have been part of my stream where I worked on this wall, you will know how much I whined about this wall. It was not fun to work on. It was a lot. So yeah, this is one of my current storybooks that I'm working on. But I have another one that I'm going to bring out soon. So once I finish this, I'm going to be working on a second book about Humphrey's humongous hunger, and it's about a dog who just keeps eating everything. And after that, I'm gonna start like a series of books about Phoebe the witch and her little piglet Poogie. So yeah, a couple of projects on the go. She does feel way better than before. You keep an eye on it just to be smart. Exactly, exactly. Eating your toast and waking up. Well, that's good, that's good. Toast for breakfast is one of the most awesome things. The Humpty Illos are fun. They really are, they really are. Love the facial expressions. Well, thank you, Unemployment. Awesome spider hat. He needs the hat. Story time. Pulls out chair and drinks tea. Well, I always love telling stories, so really excited to start getting into children's illustration soon. I feel like I'm gonna enjoy it. She's done excellent work on her book so far. Well, thank you, Kishnobi. Thank you for all the puns. They keep me going, keep me inspired. Life is so precious and terrifying at the same time. As fragile as Humpty, you've got too many things to do. Exactly, Sendo. Just gotta focus on the seals and the leg and Fibsh. That's so much. Thanks so much for showing you. It's very exciting. Well, I appreciate you guys watching and being here. You remember where I was working on that piece? Time flies. I know, right? It really, really does. I feel like, yeah, it's so crazy how it feels like forever and like you're never gonna finish something. And then you do. And you're just like, wow, I remember feeling like I would never get through this. But you do. You really do. You just gotta stay consistent, stay dedicated to it. This guy really looks like he does not want to be messed with. He's like, don't you dare. Don't dare come near me. He has so many teeth, guys. Look at him. I absolutely love him. He's kind of cute. No, he is cute. What am I saying? He's definitely cute. I want a pet of him. I've definitely missed out some teeth, but I'm gonna add them back in with gouache anyways, so it probably won't be an issue. Looks like you'll make a seal follower out of me yet. I am definitely loyal to seals. You're like the pro. When it comes to seals, any day, Sendo. Also reminds me of a song called Humpty by Mitsuku. Okay. I've never heard of that one. You always have that feeling when you start stippling a piece, it looks like a never-ending story, and when you're done, okay, next piece, and the story starts over again. Exactly, Darkest. And stippling is so time-consuming. So I can totally imagine how it's one of those things that you can feel like you're never gonna finish. Can never have too much teeth. But do you want that many teeth though, Jinberry? Like, do you want to brush that many teeth every day? Isn't teeth brushing already so tedious? Like, is there anybody you know who likes to brush teeth? Because I don't. I don't know anyone who likes to brush their teeth. I feel like if you meet someone who likes to brush their teeth, they're probably abnormal. You know. It's like, they're probably a serial killer or something. You know? Because nobody likes to brush teeth. Have I gotten a chance to watch James and the Giant Peach yet? No, I haven't. I have like barely any time to watch things. The Little Nightmares seem like they make a good platformer game enemy, like a swarm type that follows your character and like defends your character, right? Yeah, yeah. And like while they're in phasing stage, they defend you, but it's only like a temporary thing that you can use, and then they go out of aggressive mode and go back to being passive. I feel like that's such a great idea, yeah. You need to get back to work now, but thank you so much for being so sweet and welcoming to you and the chats. My art is fabulous and unique. You will definitely be back to see more. Oh, no worries, Jinberry. Thank you for being here. Very, very pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm so happy you stopped by the stream. I hope you'll be back. Well, his mouth is looking a lot more realistic, guys. A lot more realistic. Okay, well, I feel like we have done a pretty good job, guys. I feel like we can maybe start adding the gouache highlights in this stage where we're at. Well, that's a good idea. I always say that, and then I sort of keep dabbling on with whatever details I notice have not yet been changed, and I don't know. I haven't done this guy's tail yet. I really love their furry looking tails. They're so cute. Don't you just wish sometimes some of your OCs could come to life? You have the feeling I'm making a self-portrait. She looks like me. Well, thank you, Darkest. I would love to be her. I mean, she's so cool and badass, right? Seal tails are even better. I cannot disagree, Sendo. I cannot disagree. Everything about seals is perfect. So yeah, how could you argue that point, you know? Hmm. Okay, I think starting to add some gouache is definitely going to help me understand where I'm at with this piece. How much we need to keep doing, you know? Zaz has actually been inside all day and he's been so quiet and so well behaved. I'm so surprised. He's not usually so quiet. Okay. Time for highlights. Lots and lots of little highlights. Alright, I'm gonna start with like some sections on her hair. You just notice that they look fluffy too, in a greasy dog kind of way, but in a good way. Yeah, well they look kind of mangly, right? They're so mangly. I wanted to make them look like gross, but endearing at the same time, which is kind of like a tricky thing to get right, but I don't know. Alright, time to make these guys' eyes really pop. You must be off to bed in a short. It's a short visit, but just wanted to say hello and resub, of course. No worries, Kishnobi. You know I don't mind. I know you guys have lives and you need sleep, just like the rest of us, you know. So, I hope you have a good rest, and thank you so much again for your extended support. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. I feel like adding highlights is the most fun part of the whole process. It's when it all comes to life, you know? Yeah, he's got another tooth up the front over here that I forgot to actually draw. So I'll try and add that in. Really helps the drool make a little more sense for that extra tooth. So I'm just trying to whiten up their teeth, give them some Colgate, you know. We want to make them really healthy and happy little nightmares. Well, now she's got some beautiful shine on those shoes of hers. Really, really happy about that. The highlights definitely make a huge, huge difference. It's crazy. I'm just going to turn down this heater because the room is getting so warm. And we don't really need it that. I still have salt on my chair from yesterday. It's crazy. Seal funk. Monk seals are monk seals are the only seals that properly embody your mood when you wake up in the morning. Well, I can totally relate. Hello, Dover. How are you? How's your bathing going? Time to start adding all these teeth, guys. It is a tedious process, but, you know, it's gotta be done. We have to perform this tooth surgery. Hang on, I need to make sure I get these teeth properly accurate. Okay, so am I gonna add drool? I feel like drool is required. I definitely do. Feels like something's burning in here. I don't know what that would be. Hope it's not actually burning anything. There we go. Well, he now has some drool, guys. Proper crazy drool all over him. So he just needs a little, like a couple of highlights, really. Oh, that's gone dry. Alright, let us start adding some highlights to him. I don't know if you're gonna see a little nose highlight, but I'm gonna try and add them just in case. Oh my goodness, Doba, thank you so much for gifting Ian a sub. Really, really appreciate that, Doba. You just woke up from a nap, have to work after a while. Your sleep schedule is all over the place. Oh dear, that is not good. Alright, highlights I need to start to keep doing. On her hands. So I can add a couple to her hands over here. Because I want the glove to look nice and shiny. Oops, Zaza stops being so noisy. We don't have long to go, little guy. And then you can play with me. He just wants attention. As always. Well, there we go, guys. I feel like that's pretty close to done. I'm gonna get little Zazie out so he's not as upset. You've enjoyed watching this tonight while listening to the rain. See me next stream. Have to rest your eyes now. Well, thank you, Scriber. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I really am. Yeah, he's in with me today because it's really cold and I didn't want him to be alone outside. We've got him inside. Nice and warm, birdie. This reminds you of Tears in Hollow Knight, but more somber. I'll let you guys have a good look at him. Oh, beautiful Barb. This is little Zazu. So yeah, he's saying what you're doing. What you doing? You really happy to be on stream with everybody as you normally were? No, there's no yummy right now. No yummy. Okay? We're streaming and then there's no more food because you're getting fat. And I don't want you to get fat. So I feel like maybe, just maybe, a couple more highlights on the little head areas. Probably gonna work out well. Parrots or something else? I know. Fat Zazu. I know. He's definitely getting plump. It's a problem. Too many pistachios, you know, and we're trying to cut down on all the pistachios, so. Yeah, that's right, because we're getting fat. No more yummy. No more yummy for you. Yeah. I'm painting, actually. And I'm not painting you today. I'm just trying to get these really, really thin if I can. There we go. You can imagine thick Zazu as a sign of health and fertility. Unfortunately, being too fat for a bird is not healthy. Right? Yeah. Remember last time we saw the vet? We talked about this? How it's not healthy for you to be fat. Exactly. It's not healthy for you to be fat. Right? He can be your workout buddy. He's actually my workout buddy. Whenever I go on the treadmill, he flies around and does workouts of his own. He is so cute. He loves it. You love working, don't you? To Lion King. Yeah, your favorite soundtrack is Lion King. I know. That's why we have a playlist just for you. And I never get to play my own songs when I'm working out because we only ever play your stuff because you're too cute. Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah, he unfortunately always gets his way. No matter what, he always gets his way. Unless it comes to his health and like, not so much, because we have to keep him alive, you know, and he doesn't really know what's good for him. So. Brian Fox, thank you so much for the follow. Please sit down and join our vampire tea party. Do you want to chew something? Yeah, you know these aren't things for you to chew, right? Yeah. These are paint things, and you just eat them. Remember? We talked about that. I know. I know. You're really, really cute. You're so cute. Yeah. Twitch Soap, thank you so much for the follow. He's nodding to that. Clever bird. I know. He understands a lot more than you. A lot more. So yeah, he's so cute. Absolutely adorable. It's not time for yum. Yeah, because you're gonna get fat. Not yummy. No yummy right now. He's saying that because he knows he gets nuts when he says that. Because that's his favorite thing to eat. He wants pistachios right now. But he's not gonna get any, right? Because you know when you get your pistachios. And now is not a good time for that, right? Yeah. Well, I feel like this is probably where I should leave it off, because I'm just, you know, constantly doing more and more and more, and I think this is a good point to park it for the day. Alright. You kind of look like them. Yeah, you kind of look like them. You know that? You're a little monster just like them. Alright, are we gonna find somebody we can raid? Because, like, I feel like, guys, we have made good progress today. I'm really happy. Do you want to get on my shoulder? Come on. Do you guys have any suggestions for someone we could raid? What type of bird is he? He's an Alexandrine parrot. So he's got his own website. He says about, I think, 26 or 27 words. So he's real smart, and he's also potty trained. But yeah, my little studio buddy goes everywhere with me. Okay, so we have a couple places we could go, guys. We raided Freakmeister yesterday, so we're not going there today. Nagi is actually working on what looks like a beautiful painting, so we could go raid her. You see Flat Rabbit and Nagisaki in your list. Yeah, me too. Artful Turkey is also working on a very, very beautiful painting. So we could always go there. Caramelized Squid. We haven't raided her in a while, and she's currently working on some sketches. So it's gonna be hard to choose. It's gonna be so hard. I feel like for me, we haven't raided. Artful Turkey is working on something stunning today, so I really feel like we owe it to him. We can always raid Nagi another day, because I don't get to raid Artful Turkey and Caramelized Squid very often. So let us raid Artful Turkey. I think that's a great idea. You guys are gonna love his watercolor. Artful Turkey is amazing with watercolors, and yeah, currently he's working on a beautiful, beautiful bear. Well, thank you, Twitch Soap. Thank you again so much for the follow. I'm glad you got to meet little Zazu over here. He is so, so cute. And he's really graced us with his presence today. I mean, how lucky are we, guys? How lucky are we that we get to have him today? Sorry, did I pat too much? Yeah, I patted too much. Okay, let us go. So I will do... Basically, guys, before we go, could you please copy and paste this message over here, and when we head over to Artful Turkey, it would be awesome if you guys could share that message. That way he knows which of us are from here and which of us have raided. Dover, thank you so much for the bits. Sazi really appreciates it. Thank you, Dover. So yeah, I will quickly start the raid because Zazu is getting really loud. There we go. And guys, I'm gonna be streaming on Sunday as well. So if you guys would like to join me on my extra stream on Sunday, that's actually gonna be a community artist raid event. So it would be super awesome if you guys could join me. That would be awesome, yeah. Be helpful, you know. It's cat talking over you. But I will share more info about that in my Discord or on Twitter as well. So I'll see you guys on Sunday. Let us raid. Bye guys!